Hello, salutations, what it do? It's Sadot the Gamer, all father Durag gang, know the vibes like a scrap, let's get it. And today I'd like to talk about Scarlet Witch and when we can expect her DLC to arrive. She's easily the second most requested character for Marvel's Avengers, behind only another magic user in the Marvel Universe, Doctor Strange. For most of the time Marvel's Avengers has been out, players have been wondering why Crystal Dynamics has not prioritized bigger profile heroes such as Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Vision, or Wolverine. Before he got the job, lead developer for Crystal Dynamics Brian Wagner wondered the exact same thing. And so far, we haven't really gotten a straight answer about that. Instead, Marvel's Avengers has been opting for more characters much lower in popularity, like Kamala Khan, Kate Bishop, She-Hulk, and most recently, Jane Foster. The Jane Foster inclusion now seems even more confusing since they didn't even make an MCU skin for her, which completely defeats the purpose of rushing her out in order to line up with Thor: Love and Thunder, the movie. Adding a big name hero like Wanda now seems especially important with the game struggling to regain lost players and needing to impress their new bosses over at the Embracer Group, who now control the future of the game, in addition to Marvel and Disney, after Square sold off its Western studios. Currently, if you want to experience Scarlet Witch, you have to resort to mobile games like Future Revolution, and in October, Midnight Suns, which is a turn-based tactical RPG. Well, fortunately, I think this is finally changing and that she'll be coming to Marvel's Avengers, and sooner than you were probably expecting. And when she does, you're going to want to do it in style with AIM controllers. They make incredible, fully customizable controllers for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC with a lifetime warranty. Take advantage of their August sale and use code Durag for an extra 10% off. So lead developer Brian Wagner finally came out and acknowledged the fact that the players want bigger name heroes. He tweeted out they hear us, specifically about the big three requests of Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and Captain Marvel. On top of that, we know Scarlet Witch has always been in the plans. She was on the original data mine list of characters found in the game's files around the time Marvel's Avengers launched, and there are references to her in the dialogue if you explore the Wakanda outpost, for example. On top of that, Brian, who also guides the game's narrative, teased that he'd been referencing the Avengers prequel novel, The Extinction Key, which is about the Avengers teaming up with Doctor Strange to stop a magical threat. This would indicate bringing in magic will be a part of the game's direction after the Kree invasion is over, which is when Captain Marvel is scheduled to come to the game, according to leaks from Miller. They've also been hiring new developers to come work on Marvel's Avengers, specifically with the goal of making new heroes and villains. Brian teased on Twitter that he'd just done design work for the next two heroes, which we now know are brand new because the next heroes coming to the game, She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, and Captain Marvel, have already been designed. In fact, according to Miller, who successfully leaked Jane Foster, Winter Soldier will be revealed next, and we expect She-Hulk not to be far behind since she reportedly was on track to release in December of 2021. This means they could very well decide to drop Doctor Strange and Wanda next year after Captain Marvel. That would be a great way to bring in new players and prove to the Embracer Group that the game deserves more funding going forward. We also know Avengers likes to make heroes that are similar to other assets already in the game, so introducing Wanda or Strange would make it more likely for them to add the other, since they'd be able to recycle some of those assets to cut down on the workload. I already have a video on why I think Doctor Strange is coming to Marvel's Avengers in 2023, which you can check out above, and that would increase the chances that Scarlet Witch is the other hero being added greatly, since the new heroes Brian mentioned are being developed at the same time. I think the best way to introduce the characters would be in an expansion, where you start off with Doctor Strange and you have to team up with the Avengers to stop Wanda, who is out of control. They could then reveal Mephisto is the one behind it all and make that into a new raid boss. A DLC like that would be huge for the game if done right, and it's certainly something they should be aiming for instead of focusing on smaller heroes that just so happen to have MCU tie-ins like Ironheart or Jane Foster, especially if they're not going to have their MCU skins available on time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and to hear more about what we can expect in 2023, check out this next video.